Hello students. Today we have to move for the continuation part in the lesson chemical reactions and their equations. So till to yesterday in the types of chemical reaction we learnt about the chemical combination and chemical decomposition. Today we have to get to know about the remaining other four types, that is the chemical displacement, chemical double displacement, oxidation and reduction. Yes, we have to take the next one, that is the third one, that is chemical displacement. Chemical displacement. So what is meant by chemical displacement? The name itself says displacement. Displacement means changing of place. Changing of the space. That is called as the chemical displacement. A reaction in which one element is displaced by the other, changed its place by the other element. A reaction in which reaction one element has displaced means change their place by the other element is called as the displacement reaction or chemical displacement reaction. So good example for this, let us take zinc. Zn means zinc. You have to note down the chemical symbols, very important. Zn for zinc, and you want to learn the chemical symbols because in 8th standard, 9th standard textbook is there. For your more reference, you have to refer the textbook 8th and 9th. Yes, zinc chemical symbol is Zn. So that reacts with CuSO4. CuSO4 means copper sulfate. CuSO4 means copper sulfate. It is also called as cuprous sulfate because yesterday only I told you copper chemical name is cuprous. Okay, so it's also called as cuprous sulfate. So that form here zinc displaced the Cu here, that forms ZnSO4. Okay, and Cu will be separated because Cu is displaced. It changed its place. For that place, what comes? That is the zinc. This is the chemical displacement reaction. Keep in mind the reaction in which one element displaced by the other. One element displaced by the other. That is called as the chemical displacement. Chemical displacement. So let us take many example like that. If you are taken Fe means ferrous. General name, ferrous is the scientific name of the iron. General name is, common name, iron, Kabina. I think you know about that, right? Is it that Fe, if Fe is reacts with sulfuric acid, if you are taken sulfuric acid, H2SO4, so that gives rise to, so here also H2, hydrogen will displaced by the Fe, that forms FeSO4 plus H2. H2 in the sense gas it is, so that's why upward arrow mark. Upward arrow mark indicates it is in a gaseous state. That is very important. Okay. So like that, one element is displaced by the other, that is called as the chemical displacement. Keep that thing in mind. So the next type, that is the chemical double displacement. Chemical is same, double displacement. Displacement is also same. Only one word has added for the double. Almost even the definition is also same here. So that is, here one element has displaced each other, no? So here both the elements, okay, the reaction in which both the elements are displaced each other, that is called as the chemical double displacement. Chemical double displacement. Both the elements are displaced each other. That is called as the chemical double displacement. Good example if you are taken for this, that is sodium sulfate, NaSO4. So that reacts with sodium. Na means sodium. So Na, why Na has given? Sodium is the common name of Na. So but scientific name is natrium. Na means natrium. So that's why from a natrium Na has taken. So NaSO4. SO4 means sulfate it is. Okay, sodium sulfates reacts with barium chloride BaCl2, barium, Ba refers barium and Cl2 refers chloride. Okay, sodium sulfate reacts with barium chloride forms barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. Here you can observe this sodium comes to the place of barium. Is it? Okay. So this becomes sodium chloride NaCl2, and this barium what is there, it comes to the place of sodium and become barium sulfate. So like that, this sodium and the barium are exchanged each other, displaced each other. Displaced means I told now, exchanging of their places. Here one element only exchanging, here both the elements of the reactant side are exchanged their places. So that is called as the double displacement. Keep in mind, in chemical displacement, one element has exchanged its place, but in double displacement, both the element of the reactant side are exchanged their place. Okay, so that is called as the chemical double displacement. It is one of the mutual cooperation, like one mutual cooperation. Okay, and this is also one more definition we can give for the double displacement. Here the exchange of ions takes place between the reactants. Okay, so why it is called as ions? I think you know about that. Ions means what? Ions means charge carriers. You know very well already. Is it? Ions means charge carriers. Okay, keep in mind which are those charges, whether it is positive or negative. Okay, may they carry the positive charges or the negative charges, they are called as the ions. Keep in mind, what are ions? Ions are the particles which helps to carry the charges, or in one word, ions are the charge carriers. Ions are the charge carriers. Okay, there are the two types of ion. One is called as the anion, and another one is the cation. You know already. So anion are the positively charged carriers and cation are the negatively charged carriers. Okay, don't get confusion for the cathode and the anode. Cathode or the positive, cathode rays in the sense positive rays, anode rays means negative rays. Here not a rays actually, this is anion and cation. Anion means positively charged carriers and cation means negatively charged carriers. Why I have giving this clarification? Because in 9th standard you learnt about the anode rays and the cathode rays. So there if you are getting confusions like that, that is the rays, it is a ion. Keep that thing in mind. So two types of ion, anion and a cation. So if you have taken a compound here also we can discriminate the two types of ions. Discriminate means divide. Which are those? Here we can, Na is the positive ion and sulfate is the negative ion, and barium is the positive ion, chlorine is the negative ion. So that is, here the exchange of ions as takes place. Exchange of ion in the sense, sodium positive ion changed with the barium positive ion, and barium positive ion changed its place with the sodium positive ion. Okay, so that's why the reaction in which the exchange of ions takes place, that is called as the double displacement. Totally, double displacement has a two definitions. We can define in a two ways that double displacement. One is in a reactant side, if both the elements are displaced each other or changed their places or each other, that is called as a double displacement. Or the reaction in which where the exchange of ions takes place, that is called as the double displacement. Even here also we can get, this is the barium positive, sulfate negative, and sodium positive and chlorine negative. Why there is a sodium is a positive? For that also there will be the particular reason. Okay, next you have to get to know briefly about that, but in one line you have to get to know that why sodium is called as a positive here. Because sodium, in a 4th lesson briefly explanation is that but one line I'll explain that. Sodium donates the electron to the sulfate, so that's why it donates the electron and it's become electropositive. Sulfate receives the electron from the sodium, that's why it's become a electronegative. This is called as a electropositive and this is called as a electronegative. Why? Because sodium, why sodium only mentioned in a positive, not a sulfate? If you had that doubt in your mind, because sodium is donates the electron to the sulfate to form a bond each other, so that's why sodium is the electropositive and sulfate receives the electron. It receives the electron from the sodium, that's why it is called as a electronegative. So it is called as a donor and it is called as a acceptor. That thing you have to keep in mind. The remaining thing briefly I'll explain you in the next lessons. Okay, briefly explanation is there about that. So yes, this is the example for double displacement. I think you know better for this. So next, yesterday I told you, I think you remember about the decomposition, right? Okay, decomposition and the combination. Decomposition and combination. So these decomposition and the combination are both as called as the reverse reaction. Reverse reaction or the opposite reaction. Because you know yesterday only why they are called opposite reaction. One thing we can give a reason for that, because in a combination reaction two or more reactant combine to form a one single product. In a decomposition reaction one single product divided into two or more products. So that's why both are opposite to each other. One definition we can give as a yesterday listening lesson. Okay. So but today one more reason we can give why the decomposition reaction is opposite to the combination reaction, because decomposition reaction is called as the endothermic reaction. Keep that thing in mind. Decomposition reaction is called as a endothermic reaction, but the combination reaction is called as the exothermic reaction. Okay. So why decomposition is opposite to the combination? Decomposition is a endothermic reaction, but combination is a exothermic reaction. Now you had a doubt on your mind, what is endothermic and exothermic? Wait, I'll tell you. Endothermic, thermic means energy. Which energy? Thermo refers to always heat. Thermo meaning is heat. Okay. So endo means taking inside. Okay. The reaction or the chemical reaction that receives the energy in the form of a heat or a light, in the form of a heat or a light for the decomposition in the sense to break, that is called as the endothermic energy. I mean here the energy is utilized to break the compound, that's why decomposition is called the endothermic reaction. Keep in mind, if anybody asking why decomposition reaction is called the endothermic, because endothermic means the reaction in which reaction the energy is used for the to break the compound, that's why it is called as the endothermic reaction. And what is exothermic reaction? In this reaction energy is not utilized, actually energy has given, enormous energy has liberated when at the time of reaction. Okay, when the two reactants are combined, by that time it form a one product, as well as it release a lot of energy also, that is called as the exothermic reaction. That is called as what? Exothermic reaction. Yesterday I gave you one example for combination, C plus O2, that gives rise to CO2. It releases a lot of energy also. So that's why it is called as the exothermic. And this is called as N2 in the sense, I think you know about that. That is the nitrogen reacts with oxygen. Okay. So N2 reacts with oxygen or NO2. To split up the NO2, it requires a lot of heat. Okay. So then it's break into N2 plus O2. So that's why this decomposition is called as the endothermic. Keep in mind, endothermic means the reaction, chemical reaction which receive a lot of energy in the form of heat or light is called as the endothermic reaction. Okay. Or exothermic means the reaction in which energy is released, not received, released. Received means utilized, released means leave out. Okay, lot of energy at the time of reaction. So that's why it is called as the exothermic. So that's why both are opposite to the each other. That thing you have to keep in mind. And let us know the difference between the displacement and the double displacement. What are all the difference between the double displacement and double displacement? So one difference we can give, the first difference, that is the here one element is replaced each other or displaced each other. Here both the elements are displaced each other, right? Is it a? So that thing we can give. Okay, replace, displace, exchange, both are all are similar words. Keep in mind. Okay. Here one element are replaced each other or exchange each other. Here both the elements are exchanged. That is the one difference. Next, the second difference, as you know that here exchange of ions not takes place because ions not there. But here the exchange of ions will takes place. Okay. So these two difference we can give for the chemical displacement and chemical double displacement. I will repeat once again. Concentrate properly. Here one element, only one element is replaced each other. Here both the elements are replaced each other. Here exchange of ion not takes place. Here exchange of ions takes place. Okay. So next we have to move for the next reaction, that is the oxidation reaction. It is that oxidation reaction. Yes, what is mean by oxidation reaction? The reaction in which, listen carefully, the reaction in which gain of oxygen and loss of hydrogen. Okay, gain of oxygen will be gain, but hydrogen will be loss. Okay, I mean the reaction has get the oxygen but the hydrogen anyone we can give. Okay, the reaction in which gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen takes place, that is called as the oxidation reaction. Keep in mind. Okay, the reaction in which gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen, anyone can happen. Gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen takes place, that is called as the oxidation reaction. Shortly known as oxidation. Keep in mind. Let us take example for this, that is the Cu plus O2. So that gives rise to CuO. If we balance this, so let us try to balance here. So Cu is 1, here 1, oxygen is 2 here, but here not 2. So that's why put a 2 here. So now oxygen is balanced, but to balance the Cu, we want to put a 2 on that. Okay, now it is balanced. Okay. So here the gain of oxygen has takes place. Okay, the reaction in which oxygen is gained. Gain means padkondide. Is it a? So the gain of oxygen takes place in the reaction, that is called as the oxidation reaction. Let us take one example for loss of hydrogen, that is CuO. Same CuO. If CuO reacts with H2 in the sense hydrogen, so that forms Cu plus H2. So H2O not there here. Here oxygen is there, gain of oxygen. But here hydrogen separately not there. Hydrogen has mixed with the oxygen. Okay. So that's why loss of hydrogen takes place. Concentrate on that. Okay. In a product you can assess that where there is a gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen. Yes, here gain of oxygen is added for a copper. But here loss of oxygen has loss of hydrogen is happen here. Hydrogen not there. So that is called as the oxidation, the reaction in which gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen, that is called as the oxidation reaction. And the last one, that is the reduction reaction. reduction reaction. It's vice versa. I mean it's opposite. Which opposite? The oxidation reaction opposite. Here gain of oxygen, right? But here hydrogen. Gain of hydrogen. And the next thing you can assess, that is the loss of oxygen. Okay. Gain of hydrogen, the reaction in which gain of hydrogen and loss of oxygen takes place, that is called as the reduction reaction. Or first we can tell this also, loss of oxygen and gain of hydrogen, that is called as the reduction reaction. That thing you have to keep in mind, that is called as the reduction, loss of oxygen. Or anyone can happen, don't get confusion here, the reaction in which gain of hydrogen or loss of hydrogen, loss of oxygen. Any one definition we can write. If you write that the reaction in which loss of oxygen takes place, that is called as the reduction. The reaction in which loss of gain of oxygen takes place is called the oxidation reaction. That is also correct. Or in other words, the reaction in which loss of hydrogen takes place is called as oxidation. The reaction in which gain of hydrogen takes place, that is called as the reduction. Like that also you can write, but keep in mind which is gain and which is loss, which is gain and which is loss, because to identify which is oxidation and which is reduction reaction. Most probably they will ask you in a MCQ, but keep in mind which is gain and which is loss. Okay. So example, if you have taken this, for this actually, that is 2NO. 2NO means nitrous oxide, it is. NO means nitrous oxide. So that combines with carbon, so that forms CO. CO means carbon monoxide plus N2. I think you can notice here, nitrogen is lost its oxygen and becomes a carbon monoxide, right? Is it a nitrogen is lost its oxygen, become a single here. So that's why it is called as the reduction reaction. Okay. Loss of oxygen, that is called as the reduction reaction. Okay. So this is about the chemical, all the types actually. So tomorrow I will explain the other reactions, many other reactions are there. So I will explain you about that. Still that you have to keep watching our videos. Thank you all.